Hello there, this is Sword with Audiosmith. Throughout the last week, I've had the privilege of borrowing the TGXEAR Serratus Black Sand, and it has been a very enjoyable experience. Thank you to Carbon for letting me borrow these for a few extra days to make this video possible. And as always, please remember that personal preferences in audio gear will vary, and that this review is based on my own subjective preference and experience. If you prefer a written review, you can find mine at audionotions.com, and there will also be a direct link for that in the description down below. Let's kick off by exploring the pros and cons of the Serratus Black Sand. For pros, I find that it has great detail, lifelike and realistic timbre, the perfect transient response for me. It uses a standard MX500 shell for easy comfort and fit assessment. I think it's a good, versatile all-rounder for all genres. It has impressive soundstage with excellent width, depth, and height. It has enjoyable mid-bass, energetic treble. I don't find that it gets congested. It's not sibilant or fatiguing for me, and I don't think most people will find it sibilant or fatiguing either. As for the cons, male vocals can be slightly recessed depending on the mix, and the overall clarity could be a touch sharper. And not much of a problem with me, but bass heads might desire a bit more sub-bass here. Now let's dive into the build, fit, and accessories of the Serratus Black Sand. Priced at $250, the Serratus Black Sand comes in the standard semi-hard case that Jim, the creator, typically uses. However, instead of the logo sticker on the case, the logo is etched into the case itself, giving it a much more personalized feel and look. As for the flathead itself, it features a black splitter and jack along with the high-quality dark gray cable. The shells are the standard clear MX500 type, but they're filled with sand to dampen them, which has a very cool look, I think. They're also adorned with the Smabat faceplate, which aesthetically, again, is quite nice. I really enjoy this faceplate on flatheads. The included accessories are a branded leather cord keeper, TGXEAR pin, silicone rings, and a generous bag of foams. Also a wearing guide. Oh yes, there's also a silica packet in case you fancy a snack during your listening sessions. Now let's move on to the sound quality of the Serratus Black Sand. TGXEAR's Serratus Black Sand boasts a custom 180 ohm N55 driver, resulting in a slightly warm, neutral tuning with a bit of fun, offering an engaging blend of mid-bass and treble energy. The sub-bass is well executed, and while not the focus, does make its presence known when required. The mid-bass shines a bit more brightly, boasting excellent note weight and texture with a satisfying punch. It handles bass-heavy tracks without any noticeable bleed or congestion. The mids, for me, are a standout feature, offering remarkable definition and detail. Every instrument presented exceeds expectations and reveals intricate nuances. Timbre is impressively realistic, akin to what we've come to expect from TGXEAR. Both male and female vocals are rendered with great timbre as well. Female vocals are particularly enjoyable, nearly perfect for what my taste is. Male vocals are not far behind, with baritone and low vocals exhibiting warmth and richness. However, I did notice that in some instances, male vocals can be pushed slightly further back in the mix, but this is more of a mixing and mastering issue than an issue with these. The treble is energetic, infusing the upper end with liveliness. Despite the energy, there's no sibilance, I find, and it's a bit more well-rounded in this regard compared to the original. Most listeners, I don't think, will find it fatiguing either. The extension is excellent, maintaining detailed and well-defined instruments and notes. Now let's discuss the technical aspects of the Serratus Black Sand. Technical performance across the board is impressive, easily surpassing the price point. The soundstage boasts remarkable width, height, and depth, creating a very open, concert-like experience. Instrument separation is top-notch, ensuring that each instrument maintains its distinct placement. Layering and imaging are strong, especially considering the price range. Dynamics are excellent, and timbre remains consistently natural and realistic. There's no sign of bleed or congestion, and if there was one thing that I really needed to find to nitpick, it would just be that the overall sound could benefit from a touch more clarity. Just a little bit. For those who prefer gaming in a quiet environment without the need for noise isolation, the Serratus Black Sand could easily become your new go-to choice. For FPS gaming, there is incredible imaging and depth of the soundstage that contribute to exceptional gaming experience. It provides you with an easy-to-interpret sense of enemy movements and their placements within the game world. For instance, in a game like Escape from Tarkov, tracking enemy movements became incredibly easy, allowing me to judge their proximity accurately. Even subtle sounds like the rustling of bushes or leaves are distinctly audible and footsteps are crystal clear. In fact, this combination of precise imaging and heightened bass response has made my gaming sessions in Escape from Tarkov some of the most enjoyable to date. Gunfights and other intense moments feel all the more impactful, adding to the overall thrill of the game. In a game like Elden Ring, the Serratus Black Sand takes the immersive aspect to the next level. Whether you're leisurely strolling around the game environment or immersed in an epic battle, the Flathead delivers an expansive and lifelike audio environment. Everything sounds massive, and the bass packs a punch. Every attack feels substantial and impactful. The soundstage it creates is vast, enhancing the cinematic quality of your gaming adventure. During boss battles, when the music swells and the action intensifies, the Serratus Black Sand ensures that the audio remains well separated and immensely engaging. All in all, my gaming experience with the Serratus Black Sand has been extremely satisfying, particularly in immersive games that benefit from its tone and technical capabilities. If I got to keep this set, I would definitely be playing games quite often. Now let's compare the Serratus Black Sand to some other TGXEAR sets. The original Serratus and the Black Sand variant have notably different tonalities. The original leans towards a U-shaped tuning with more pronounced sub-bass and a bit sharper treble that can sometimes almost be sibilant. It can also get congested. In contrast, the Black Sand prioritizes mid-bass over the sub-bass. The treble is also toned down slightly, avoiding the almost sibilant and fatiguing territory of the original. While the original I found is more fun, the Black Sand to me wins in terms of my overall preferences, being a bit more natural and neutral. And although wildly in different price brackets, the Black Sand and Desolation Sound share quite a few similarities. The Black Sand offers a more fun and energetic tuning, whereas Desolation Sound is more refined and mature. Desolation Sound is like the experienced adult with a stable life, while the Black Sand is the adventurous teenager attending parties and not listening to his parents. While both have merits, those seeking a more prominent mid-bass and energetic treble might appreciate having both options, or even prefer Black Sand over Desolation Sound if techs aren't paramount to you. In conclusion, the TGXEAR Serratus Black Sand is a fantastic flathead, offering impressive tonality and technical performance at a remarkable price. Assuming the MX500 shell fits comfortably in your ears, it's challenging to find something to dislike about these. Jim, the creator, has worked his magic once again, and I'm eagerly looking towards his future creations. If you're interested, you can purchase the Serratus Black Sand directly from TGXEAR's website via the link in the description below. Peace.